Hello Virgo, I am back with your tarot reading for the month of July. I can't believe it's already July. Anyway, once again, I'm going to start with the singles followed by those in a relationship. I'm adding an extra card this month with the angel cards, which will look at an overview of what, just a little word of advice from the angels. So let's take a look at your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everybody, but hopefully it will reach out to those that it will help. So let's take a look at your cards. Right, hello Virgo, this is your single love reading for the month of July. I just want to point out that it's not going to resonate with all of you, but for those that it does, then take from it what you can. I am also including an oracle card this month, and you have life purpose, but we'll discuss that at the end of the reading. So let's look at your cards, single Virgo. Knight of Cups upright, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups upright, Three of Wands reversed, and the Three of Cups reversed. So your present love situation is the Knight of Cups. So Virgo, there is definitely a water sign who you really like, you know, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You're going into the month of July, whether you have just started seeing this water sign, they're making you feel really quite happy, you know, and you feel like this person actually you could maybe have a relationship with, and you're thinking that way because they are making you happy. For some of you that are casually dating, so you're going on maybe a date every week or every night, for some of you, then one of these dates you like more than the rest, and you're definitely seeing them as a possibility. There also could be somebody that's going to declare their love to you, Virgo. For some of you, you know, they're going to tell you, I really, really like you and I think about you a lot, because they're fantasizing about you and, you know, fantasizing about being with you and being your boyfriend or girlfriend and holding your hands and things like that. If any of you are going on a business trip, this is a really good time to meet somebody. Okay, so look out for that if you are going on a business trip. So your desires, you get the reversed Four of Pentacles. Now for me, I kind of feel like there was an earth sign that was in your past but recent, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and for whatever reason you two, either it didn't come to anything, maybe you were friends and it didn't develop into anything, or maybe it was somebody you were seeing, but you parted because you did something, Virgo. You did something that has made you basically it's put you in an embarrassing light, and you know, you are definitely regretful of that, and you definitely would love to kind of put that situation right. So whatever you did, you do think about that, and you do think about the mistakes you made. You know, and like I said, it's possibly very strongly that it is an earth sign, you know, and the mistakes you made, it's because you do actually lack self-esteem. You know, at the moment you're lacking that self-esteem, and I almost want to say that you've lost track of what's important in life. So whether it's that you've just focused so much on career or education, trying to better yourself in that way, that actually you've forgotten the meaning of a really healthy relationship and what it is to be in a loving relationship and how to behave. And I think that's something that you are aware of, but you almost like don't know how to change it. How do you change? Can you change? And you're asking those questions to yourself. You know, whoever you're interested in, and if you are interested in an earth sign, you know, you have got a crush on them, but there is something that's holding you back from asking them out or pursuing it. And I think it is to do with this issue of lacking confidence, lacking self-esteem, or maybe you just want to focus, maybe you just feel, I don't have time for this relationship and put my energies in that because I want to focus on my career. So those are things you need to be aware of in the month of July. So you have the Four of Cups upright. So again, back to this water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You know, there's definitely love there. You definitely feel lovey-dovey. Let's not say love, but lovey-dovey feelings, and you're definitely feeling happy. But you know, this card can talk of you feeling a little bit disappointed and possibly becoming bored. Maybe you had too much expectations. So, you know, I think you're going to be dissatisfied by this water sign. It goes back to the start of the month with this water sign being there, where you're really, really happy, and then towards, you know, the middle or the end of the month, you're going to start feeling, oh, I'm not so I am happy, but there's, I don't know, I don't feel complete. And you know, Virgo, there can be somebody that you're dating and you do really like them, but they could also be enjoying their single time and their freedom. You know, maybe they like their own time to themselves, and this kind of frustrates you because you'd like to see more of them. So that Four of Cups can go either way. For those of you who haven't been dating one specific person and you've been going on different dates, then, you know, I think you are definitely feeling dissatisfied, and it's possible that, you know, you might have 2 dates in 1 week. So you have a date with one person and you know straight away it's no. Then you go on another date. Oh, you come home, that was a disaster, you know. And I think that is going to leave you feeling bored with the people that you're meeting. You're like, when am I going to meet the one for me? I'm really fed up and frustrated. I keep going on these dates, making the effort, you know, getting dressed up, driving to meet this person, and then it's just a no. And you know, that's affecting you and it's leaving you dissatisfied. So we then go on into the near future in July, and you have the Three of Wands. So, and what's interesting is actually for your near future and your outcome card, you actually have the three. So Three of Wands and Three of Cups. Now, to me, 3 represents love triangles. So, you know, I think definitely your feelings are all over the place. So whether you're thinking about this earth sign and what you could have had, where you messed up, or whether you're thinking about this new person who actually does make you happy but not fully happy, or whether you are dating different people and you're just left feeling, oh, this is pointless, it's definitely affecting your emotions, Virgo, for the month of July. You know, your head is literally all over the place. You know, someone you might have started seeing, you just don't envisage a future with them. You really don't. And it's making you feel that actually a relationship is not my top priority at the moment. You know, you're feeling like, actually, I think I'd rather just invest in my home life, my career, my work, everything like that. Also with this Wands card as well, you know, you could be meeting somebody who's in the profession of writing, so freelance writing, publishing, editorial work, things like that. So be aware of those sort of people around you in the month of July. But saying that, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. You know, you're going to be left disappointed again. You know, for some of you, you may feel that the person is out of your league, that you're just not good enough for them. You know, these are all the types of emotions that you are feeling in July. You know, you start out quite good, but then things don't go the way you think they go, so you end up feeling rubbish about yourself again. So you have the Three of Cups as your future card. So again, love triangle. But it's really unhealthy, whatever's going on. And whether you are seeing 2 other people and dating 2 other people, or whether you've been seeing this water sign and you're still thinking about this earth sign, you know, it's a triangle effect, isn't it? And it's not healthy, you know. Or maybe you've started seeing somebody new, but, you know, maybe you know that they're kind of seeing somebody else and there's a third person involved. You know, you're casually dating people and there's different dating options. You know, and for some of you, you may go on that date again and really, really like that person, but they don't call you back and you don't hear from them again. and it's just leaving you feeling, oh, what's the point? And that's the only way I can sum up these feelings that you're going to have. This Three of Cups can, in reverse, can represent adultery, jealousy. It's unhealthy. Whatever's going on is unhealthy. Can also talk about overindulgence. So, if you are feeling really disappointed or really crap about your love life, be careful that you don't overindulge in food or drink or smoking, whatever. Just really watch that it doesn't lead to that. So be aware of that, Virgo, because we don't want to go down that route. So it is quite negative. So let's look at your angel oracle card. So you get life purpose. So first of all, I'm just going to read you what it says. So the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. So, your purpose is you need to bring about happiness and joy into your life for you, okay? And you have to follow the path that is going to make you feel happy. And if you decide that for this month you need a break from the whole dating scene because you just want to concentrate on yourself and maybe take up a new hobby, or just take a break, a weekend break to the coast or into the mountains, and just reflect and just go, let all that pain out, let all those emotions out, and then come back refreshed. Whether it's that you need to do, but you just need to focus on yourself at the moment and where to go. And I think this is a really good message. Follow the path that feels right for you at the moment. And if the dating thing isn't working, then at the moment maybe that isn't the path for you, Virgo. So let me know if it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, I will see you back in August. Hello Virgo, I am back with your relationship reading for the month of July. I just want to point out that if this doesn't resonate with you, then maybe next month it will, but for those that it does, then take from it what you can. I'm also introducing an oracle angel card as well to sum up your month ahead. If I have to keep stopping the video, it's because I have got a bad cough at the moment, so my throat keeps going, so I apologize. So with that, let's take a look at your cards. So you have the moon upright, you have the reversed Queen of Cups. Yes you do, reversed Queen of Cups. I couldn't read it because it was upside down. And you have the Page of Swords and the Chariot and the King of Wands. So Virgo, how do you feel about your partner or the relationship? So you get the moon card. So you definitely love your partner. You definitely almost on the verge of being quite intense, but I also suspect that you maybe love the idea of being in love rather than actually being in love at the moment, if that makes sense. The moon card can represent your gut instinct. So whatever you are feeling, Virgo, about your relationship or your partner, then trust it, because actually it's true. So if you feel that something isn't right or there's something amiss with your relationship, then you are right. Again, you are right, Virgo. And like I said, this relationship, you do love them, but it can be on the intense side, and there is something in your relationship that is actually making you very confused this month. I don't know, so it's, maybe you have an unrealistic sense of reality of where the relationship should be or what's going on, and you're definitely having fears. You've got fears about something that's going on, and your imagination is just running high. It's just running wild at the moment. Imagine this horse running wild, and that's kind of what's going on with your thoughts at the moment. So if we take a look at your partner, right, so your partner has the Queen of Cups for how they feel about you in the relationship. Well, Virgo, when you know that something is amiss in your relationship, you are right, because they like their independence. They want their independence, and they don't tell you everything that they are doing and what they are up to. You know, they don't tell you everything, and you know that, you suspect that, but it may be that you ask them questions and they deceive you, and that is feeding your overdrive into what the hell is going on, you know, and your fears. And you're right to have those feelings, Virgo. You are completely right, because they are you know, they are hiding things from you, and you think they are hiding things, and they are, and they know that you know, they know, which I think is a bit manipulative, actually, Virgo. I hate to say this, I really do, actually. I almost sense that, yes, they are playing away. You know, that they are having sex with somebody else. But, you know, to them, it isn't a romantic connection they have with somebody else. It isn't romance to them. It is literally just fulfilling their needs, Virgo. And that's all it is. And they're lying to you. They're not telling you the truth, and of course they wouldn't. You know, for whatever reason, you know, they kind of find you intense, you know. And I think, Virgo, you're very sensitive, and you're a very sensitive person. You're an earth sign, and, you know, I think you feel like you just want to shut down almost. And because you know they're being insensitive to your feelings. But they see you as emotionally unstable, and almost like a drama queen. And I almost sense that they just don't care what they're doing to you at the moment, because they know you know that they're lying to you. But I just get a feeling that they don't care. Things have gone really, really dark in your relationship, and that's really what's going on. That's where it's at. So you get the Page of Swords upright for what's going on in your relationship. So again, you know, this is like judgment. So there's too many questions, you know, and I think this goes back because they're hiding secrets. You know something's going on, and again, this card is about, you know, asking too many questions. Why are you late? Where have you been? What's going on? You know, you're wanting those questions answered. They don't want to answer them because obviously they don't. So they lie to you. You know, this then creates disputes and arguments. It has a knock-on effect. You know, this card can represent gossiping in the relationship, jumping to conclusions, but actually you're right to jump to those conclusions. And this card can also represent when you spy on somebody. So you are definitely checking on them. You're checking social media, you're checking their phone, you know, the opportunities you can get. You're trying to find out what's going on, you know, because there is lies and deception in your relationship. You know, I think your relationship has never been the norm, and it's been a relationship that keeps you on your toes, but now it's gone too far, and that's where your relationship is at, Virgo. You have the Chariot upright, so, you know, this is about finding a way to move forward, whichever direction you decide to go. But you have to, at some point, you definitely need this month to sit down with your partner. And it depends on what you decide to do. And actually coming to the Oracle card, which is listen, this is a good card actually to sum up for you. I think more for you, not for them, but for you. So you have the Chariot. So this is about sitting down with your partner, you know, discussing where you're going to go, and And it's all going to decide, it depends on you, Virgo. It depends on where you want to go with this relationship, you know, because whatever you decide, whatever decision you make, whether it's that you decide to go your separate ways, whether you decide to take a break, whether you decide to work through the problems and see if you can come through it, you have that strength and the willpower to take back control, because at the moment you aren't in control, they're in control. And actually you need to take control and be assertive now. You know, you need to look at the state of the relationship, and you need to reflect for yourself. For your future, you have the King of Wands. So, you know, for some of you, you may decide to try and make it work. And if you decide to go down that route, then you're going to put all your energy into this. You know, you really will, because that's what you'll do, Virgo. You know, maybe you will try to get back that friendship that the two of you used to have, to, you know, to try and rebuild those foundations in the relationship. I mean, it could be that actually when you've discussed everything that's going on and they admit that they've had an affair or they've cheated, you know, maybe they will try and make you feel special again. Maybe they will do everything they can to salvage the relationship, you know, and they will try and be strong. But maybe you just decide to look elsewhere. Maybe you decide to go your separate way, and if you do, you need to be really careful that you don't focus on somebody who isn't single and is already committed themselves. So really, because that's a dangerous cycle as well, you know, make sure you don't have your eye on somebody else who's also committed to somebody else, if you get what I'm saying. So these are the warning signs for what's going to happen. So that brings us on to the listen for your oracle card. So Virgo, this is for you, okay? This isn't for your partner, this is for you. I'll read you the card, okay? So it says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Right, so you need to just take that moment to reflect, and maybe also just listen to your inner self, basically. So you need to talk less and listen more. You know, I would suggest going to an environment that you feel relaxed, somewhere where you feel at peace, somewhere where you feel that you can reflect, somewhere that you feel, you know, you can get, I know this is a bit deep, but connect with your own soul. And you need to just listen to your inner voice. You know, try and let all of those concerns and worries just, almost like you just need to just work through them, and when you've worked through them, push them to the side and focus on what your decision is. Just close your eyes, you know, and take that moment to reflect. So you need a calmer environment, because your environment and your home life isn't calm at the moment. There's too much going on. So you need to avoid, you know, noisy, disastrous environments, and you need to go somewhere that's going to offer you some peace. So whether it's that you take 2 days off and just go somewhere really quiet and be by yourself, and you contemplate where you're going to go with this relationship, and I think that's what you need in the month of July. Anyway, Virgo, my voice is going to go again. I wish you good luck, and I know that you have that strength to make the decision. Whatever you decide to do, you're going to be strong enough to do it. So good luck, and I will see you back in August.